This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
The city can't come in and kind of hold a standard. What reason do people have to come to that city?
Neighbors across central Illinois are fed up with rundown, abandoned homes in their neighborhoods. Now the state is trying to help. Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons. Jennifer is off tonight. A new bill would give cities more power to get rid of blighted properties. It's passed through both chambers at the State House and now goes to the governor. We have team coverage tonight. WCIA3's Sarah Lehman live near one of those properties in Champaign, and Cole Hankey joins us in the newsroom with details on that new bill. First is Sarah. What are people saying about places like the one behind you?
Yeah, Jessica, houses just like this one are a problem across the state of Illinois, and neighbors here in Garden Hills say they're upset and it decreases their own property value. Now, counties and cities in central Illinois work to fix up or get rid of homes and properties that are abandoned, but now there's state legislation that would make the process easier. Jordan Creek is the community manager for Patriot Square LLC. In January, he took over a few properties in Rantoul that were abandoned.
It's been a chore. I'm not going to lie. It's been a chore, but it's slow and steady. It's not going to happen overnight.
Now, Creek says he hopes counties and cities can have more help when it comes to places like this. And coming up at 6, you will hear more from Creek about fixing up properties like the one here behind me and others across the state of Illinois. Reporting live in Champaign, I'm Sarah Lehman, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Sarah, thank you. The goal of this bill is to stop these properties from being a burden on the community and on the people who own them but can't maintain them. We continue our team coverage with Cole Hankey in the newsroom. So, Cole, walk us through how this plan works.
Well, the bill allows cities to purchase these properties way quicker and let them maintain them as well. And that, think mowing the grass, keeping the buildings up, or even tearing them down if needed. Now, right now, that can be quite a hassle for cities. They have to go through the court system to gain any sort of leverage over the properties. This change would let those cities and counties step in and improve the properties without needing a judge's okay first. The hope is that by letting cities and counties take the initiative, it can prevent property values from dropping.
Right now, the weeds just grow and the buildings deteriorate, and they just sit there and nothing's done because they don't have an ability to maintain and manage these buildings.
The bill also caps the maximum interest rate that can be put on property taxes from whoever owns the debt. That drops from 18% to 12% and can only be stacked once a year instead of once every 6 months. And if the governor signs the changes into effect, it will go into effect immediately. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Cole Hankey, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Cole, thank you. Here's an update.